This is WWE Down Under, a very sick WWE Down Under, bringing you the latest edition of the Newsroom. And we have some interesting topics to discuss today. I wasn't going to do the Newsroom because it is cold, but I don't know, the Raw review went well, so I'm going to try and do the Newsroom. And obviously, there are some decent bits of news that I have to announce. There was actually one thing that I actually forgot to put on this sheet of paper I have in front of me, but I've remembered it now, and that is the first bit of news, probably the biggest bit of news here on the Newsroom, and that is that Paul Bearer is officially the first inductee into the 2014 WWE Hall of Fame. Of course, we sort of knew this already with Vince McMahon informing his family that it is going to happen, and it is official now. Paul Bearer will be the main inductee, we assume the main inductee, into the 2014 Hall of Fame. It is still unknown whether The Undertaker will induct him or not. I hope he does. I know that it's not his aura to actually get out of character in the Hall of Fame. He's never appeared at a Hall of Fame ceremony because of his character. Kane has before, so maybe Kane will do it again, or even maybe Michael Hayes. I think that's his name, Michael Hayes. Might even do it being close to Paul Bearer or William Moody when he was younger. Anyway, let's get into the other bits of Newsroom that I actually have on my notes here. Sin Cara will return next week to WWE television, or some form of television, probably Raw, and he tweeted this, and I quote, "Finally, I was given the all clear to go back to wrestling. Next week, my comeback to the WWE ring," end quote, ends. So he will probably be returning on Raw, I'm going to assume. Rosa Mendez is also making her return, so perhaps expect Primo and Epico to make a return as well. They've been a little bit absent, I believe. The WWE has apparently had to curtain off a lot of the arena during the Smackdown TV tapings, as it's their lowest attendance figure in months. There was a lot of tension backstage about this issue, apparently. So that's not a good sign. Smackdown having a pretty poor crowd, apparently, and they had to curtain a lot of it off. And, well, I guess a lot of people at backstage weren't too happy about that. The WWE is set to return to Madison Square Garden on December 26th. And this is huge news because there are no events going to happen there from now and the 26th due to the renovations happening at the arena. And the newer arena will be the first to be used by the WWE. Obviously, it's still Madison Square Garden, but it's being renovated, and the WWE will be the first company to actually use the newly renovated arena. So looking forward to that. Madison Square Garden on December 26th. The Miz is this time set for a guaranteed return next week on Raw in Tulsa, Oklahoma. So expect The Miz to return, perhaps setting up some kind of feud, I don't know. We'll see where he goes, because he hasn't really had much of a push lately. Also, Shane Helms made a surprise appearance backstage at the Smackdown tapings in Raleigh, North Carolina. It was just an appearance backstage, or a visit as E! Wrestling News labelled it. So, I don't think, obviously, he's going to return or anything. It's just a brief appearance backstage to visit some superstars that he's still in contact with. And finally, The Undertaker is now set to return at Summerslam, apparently, to perhaps team with Kane to take on The Shield. Apparently, this is an angle the WWE really wants to make happen, and they can build his WrestleMania match perhaps a little bit earlier, after Taker had told Vince he wants to work the pay-per-view on April 6th, 2014. So, Undertaker obviously wanting to work WrestleMania 30. Perhaps he said he's fine to do the SummerSlam pay-per-view as well. But of course, we did find out that he needed shoulder and hip surgery, so maybe not. It could be maybe Survivor Series or maybe Royal Rumble, I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see. But that does it for another edition of the WWE Newsroom here for the 9th of May 2013. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at WWE Down Under 101. Make sure you like me on Facebook as well, /WWE Down Under. I know I've gotten a lot of Twitter followers after 101's video, but I'd like to get the Facebook likes happening as well. So make sure you go on Facebook if you have it. Make sure you like the page as well. So that's it again, as I said, for this edition of the Newsroom. I'm going to have a bit of a preview to my new universe. I've come up with the idea. I don't know, I'll probably do the preview tomorrow. Hopefully I'm a little bit better, and I guess we'll see how it goes. You're going to really enjoy what kind of universe mode it is as well, and I'll have to do a setup show because it's going to require a bit of setting up involving the viewers. So I'll catch you for that one, guys. I'll catch you for tomorrow's episode of the Newsroom, if there is one. And thanks for sticking around. I'm glad to have done this considering my voice, and I will catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.